Are we going to move right into the Flippy update? Is that what you want to do?
You know it.
Flippy update.
Do you want fries with that?
That's right, folks. It's time for the Flippy update. You know him, you love him. We talk about Flippy. Flippy is our colloquial name for the disembodied robot arms that are taking our jobs, enslaving our children, and flirting with our spouses. We use talking about Flippy as a way to explore all the new, fun, and exciting ways that robots are taking over the world and how there's nothing we can do about it. Today's Flippy update comes from restaurantbusiness.com. restaurantbusinessonline.com. In case you were wondering where this website is, they put online in the URL. restaurantbusinessonline.com. And the headline, thank you to everybody who sent this to us. Do you have any one of their names
I do not.
on hand? Okay. Well, thank you, producer, who sent this in. Multiple producers. The headline is Jamba gives its smoothie robot some personality. And I'm just going to read the subhead for the most incredible news anybody has ever heard. The robotic arm now sports a set of googly eyes and a dance routine as part of an effort to make the technology more engaging for guests. Jamba is giving its smoothie robot a makeover. The 850-unit beverage chain on Tuesday unveiled a new look for its Jamba by blended automatic smoothie kiosks, which feature a robotic arm that mixes fresh smoothies. The reimagined. They had a robot arm, Gonzo, and they reimagined it
with your imagination.
With googly eyes and a dance routine. The kiosk itself is more colorful and blah, 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 blah. No, we don't care. We only care about the robot. Quote, listen to this. Quote, we began to notice that our guests were really interested in the robots and created personas for them as they watched them make smoothies and, yes, even dance, said Danielle Fisher, Jamba's VP of Marketing, in a statement. Jamba worked with a branding agency, Gestalt Brand Lab, on the new look. Can you imagine being Gestalt Brand Lab? And Jamba's like, hey, we want to give you $5 million to rebrand our little robot. And Gestalt Brand Lab had a team of 30 brand experts sitting around a table. And they said, you know what? I think maybe let's just put some googly eyes on it. Great idea, Darren. You did it. We got it in one. That's $5 million in our pocket.
No, it's not Darren. His name's Brian.
Why Brian? Okay, Brian. Sure, his name's Brian. Is there a punchline to why his name Brian?
No, I'm just being more accurate. Brian Muntz, Gestalt's managing director.
Oh, you're right. The guy was actually named Brian. Quote, our goal with the Jamba by blended creative work. The creative work was to develop a unique consumer offering only found at the robotic kiosks. Googly eyes can only be found at the robotic kiosk, drawing consumers in with a fun and Insta-worthy experience.
Insta-worthy, wow.
Ooh, that's what I said when I started podcasting with giant googly eyes on my VR headset. I thought to myself, you know what? I've been covering robotic arms for years. It's pretty much my one and only obsession. And now I'm going to use googly eyes to become more engaging, customer-facing engagement with a fun and Insta-worthy experience. It's like the simulation that we're living in ran an algorithm and said, what is just everything that Basil is? just look, I love smoothies. That's no secret.
Yeah.
For those listeners of the Joyspiracy Theory, a podcast that I do and did, you can go listen to it. Pretty much for like 50 episodes in a row, I would end every episode talking to the guest about smoothies and juicing. So you add the smoothies, you add the googly eyes, the flippy arm. Somebody is playing a cruel prank on me.
I have a theory. You have done so well in keeping your anonymity that the Eye of Sauron, so to speak, sees you and doesn't know what to do because they can't identify you. So they're like, they just start mimicking you. Like, oh,
right. Well, trying to lure me out.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Waiting for me to show up.
It's a mind control algorithm to discover you. Don't crack. Hence the armor, Basil, your bronze torso that I have.
Yes, for those who are watching and not just listening, Gons has a very creative conglomeration of things for the video. I'm wearing a suit of armor and my googly eyes and my cowboy hat. I think you might be onto something. It is possible because put this on the pile, the heap.
Yeah, the heap
things.
in the last month, especially
the Flippy update being stolen by Adam Carolla. The googly eyes being put on literally everything.
Yeah, the cars.
The cars,
autonomous
the automated cars, yeah. Right. Everything, I think it makes sense. If the simulation or the eyes of the powers that be are trying to lure me out because they're trying to get me to start taking credit for stuff, reveal myself so I can get my royalty payments on the robotic arm with googly eyes. They're clever, but I'm more clever. I'll tell you that much.
I'm seeing that my audio is distorting. Is that true over there for you, Basil? Or is that just for the video?
What's strange is my audio was distorting a little bit too, but was it distorting for you, for me?
No, everything sounds fine on my end, but people are saying that it's distorting, so I don't know.
You sound great to me. Okay. But anywho. So there you go, folks. They've done it. They've fully taken everything from me. I have sort of experienced a full destruction of any personal brand that I may have thought I could hold on to.
Well, it's
been stolen.
It's a matter of evolving the look. You got to evolve the icon.
Well, it fits in with everything, Cons, because everything we've been talking about for the past 10 years is now coming true and is now being talked about on the mainstream news networks. So we're not special in that way anymore. And then they're taking the googly eyes, the robotic arm, the Flippy, the everything. And so that's not a thing.